It is your brother from another, your musical magician.
Yes!
The black sheep of your family, the white sheep of the world, Mitchell Stuart.
Round of applause. Mitchell Stuart from the World Funk Orchestra. We were supposed to have Michael with you. Michael is sick, so get well soon, sir.
Yeah, Mitchell, we giving you a standing ovation, brother.
Yeah, except for John, his penis doesn't work.
No,
I don't know if you heard the beginning of the show. The rest of us standing up.
Yes, I wish to extend to you much love from Mr. Michael Ratty, a legend behind the sea of chrome of drums and percussion, and he offers you and your guys, my guys, our brothers in arms, an invitation to come down to the studio when we'll be booking it and make it convenient for you guys in Brooklyn to partake, maybe in even some hand claps and some shaker instruments on some of our records, because we're mounting up for an album, and we want to invite you all to take part.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you very much.
We got credit on the album.
I don't want to say nothing, but I do play percussion. Just throwing it out there.
There you go. Well, now you're a member. Well, you guys are
like a
already
percussion.
a member of the World Funk Orchestra. Thank you very much. But we'll make it official.
Nice.
And we'll be filming it all as we do these days with everything. How are you guys? And thank you so much for having me back.
Well, right now we're awestruck. We might be hand clappers.
It'd be good to see
for the
you,
World
man.
Funk Orchestra. We're excited right now, and we also just heard "Strangers on a Train." Played it for the masses. Everyone is enjoying it. Ricky especially loved it. He agreed with you.
That bass line.
Papa was a Rolling Stone from
that bass line, one of the greatest ever.
Yeah.
That bass line is one of the greatest bass lines ever. James Jamerson originally did that bass line.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's like, come on, we all stand on their shoulders, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's the only song I've ever written on bass.
Oh, yeah?
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's the only song. Yeah, like the bass line. I was literally thinking about a soundtrack of a movie, right? And I said, got to be kind of like something cool, like something different, something like simple but not simple, right? One of those kind of things, and leave a lot of space, right? So that people will go, don't jam their airwaves up, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just hit that bass line, and that was the song.
Well, you're damn talented at it, Mitch.
It's great.
Well,
it's a great song. It's a great song.
So I'm really excited. By the way, I blame it all on you and credit you because since we've last spoken, things have quite blown up quite a bit for World Funk Orchestra. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I credit it to you igniting it beyond our imagination. Although that's not 100% true.
No.
Let's just say you've elevated us several more steps, but our imagination is pretty big.
Well, thank you.
But I feel like I'm rude. How are you guys? First,
we're very good.
I need to hear about you guys.
We're all doing good. I mean, the show is being what the show is, a place where everyone can come and talk and feel free to interject with everything from we have non-erect penises to prostitutes that quit the Bunny Ranch today, and we got musical freaking giant juggernauts that are talking to you. That's the best part of the show. If you're talking about it, we're talking about it. That's what the Ham Radio Show is, so we're doing great.
Cool, brothers. I'm so glad to bring the musical part. So
absolutely.
We've managed to work with... I'm sorry, you go ahead, sir.
No, I say absolutely. You go ahead, sir.
So we've managed to work with no accounting for taste, of course. We've managed to do 3 major charity pieces and turn a lot of love towards Cantor Fitzgerald's Relief Fund for 9/11,
nice.
Which was great. We brought additional attention there. We did another piece for a fantastic charity that we're also probably going to end up performing for and with, called Guitars Over Guns, that work with challenged youth out of Miami, but they're coming to New York as well. Amazing charity. And the horn player, the CEO there, is a horn player who actually plays with Mazio and the guys from surviving members of James Brown's band. And rumor hath it, they will be part of World Funk in the future. So that was pretty exciting.
All right.
And today, I think we had a piece come out that honors firefighters and volunteer fire chiefs, and most of the firefighters in America are actually volunteers. So it's can't say enough about these people. So we've managed to do 3 of those pieces, insane amount of views, and then we've changed to a fantastic new global distributor who's has roots coming out of Nigeria. So they get the Afrobeat, they get what we're doing, and it's called Vidya. And big shout out to Chris Maltese, an old friend of mine, who's phenomenal. And, we're getting amazing support from them. And we can announce on your show that now we have our own label, WFO Music, and we'll be signing other acts out of South Africa and America. Think of it as like Island when it first started as a label.
It's like the UN with music.
Thank you so I thank you guys for helping spread the love and get the word out there.
Absolutely.
And igniting them march up the hill, so to speak.
Well, congratulations to you. First off, you have broke your one-day record of streams. You have been. We've double checked this because you have been frozen at 20,595 since noon, but that's pretty goddamn impressive. That's no simple task, sir.
I mean, that's pretty crazy, right? Well, I think it's the James Jameson base, personally.
Exactly.
And can we talk about? Let's talk about talking about Papa was a Rolling Stone. All right, let me throw it out to your team. How many singers did the Temptations have?
Overall,
Well,
I'm gonna tell you, I lost track because it got a little annoying to me. I lost track after I lost track after Ollie Woodson left.
Right.
Because the last time I really enjoyed them was when they brought in Ollie Woodson and Tyson. Well, I can forget his first name right now.
Mike Tyson?
No. The brother who do the four. He was doing Eddie Kendrick's part. He did the falsettos.
Correct. Right.
After Ollie Woodson left, I kind of lost track because it was like after a while I was getting to be too much. Because I was, all the singers.
It wasn't like really official, right? Embracing this whole gig with multiple singers, and I really wanted to. I'd love to hear your opinion. To me, this was the first film noir song, like in the history of song. That's how I saw it. I saw it as a movie in my head, not even as a video. Which, of course, the video that we already released is very film noir. Blah blah blah. And we're having another one come out next week. More of the same. But in the multiple, one movie, and movies are not done as a soliloquy, right? I mean, they can be, but not really.
No.
Mostly there's other characters. So this song was inspired, of course, by Alfred Hitchcock's title, Strange on the Train. But this play I read early on by John Paul Sartre called No Exit. And it's crazy. It's about a beautiful woman who's gay, who loves this other woman who's straight, so she's uninterested, who loves this guy who doesn't love the straight woman but loves the gay woman. So it's this whole big like circle jerk that no one ever comes.
I was going to say, sounds like an episode of this show.
However, when you discover they're in hell. So it struck me as like all the models we've worked with and beautiful people that are physically beautiful, some of them are home alone and they they don't date as much as anyone ever imagines, or they can't keep a relationship. So the song is about multiple characters on a train that is in limbo between heaven and hell, that all are so beautiful, but they're afraid to risk their heart. And that's why there's a line in there, love assassins on a holiday. Like maybe they could take a minute and just let their guard down, but they never do, right? Because they're all afraid to be rejected. I mean, oh my God, have you ever worked with models? I mean, that's like the gig usually.
I have never worked with a model. Maybe a model train. That's about it right now.
But if you've ever, for 2 years I worked with Playboy, and it was a whole trip unto itself. Like,
nice.
Very insecure people, and a lot of, Eddie, I've shot like a lot of people, and a lot of them have it together, and
a lot of them don't.
They're home alone.
The line, we drink the night away, love assassins on a holiday, is part of what you're talking about. And that is a weird concept, because if you actually close your eyes and listen to the song, Now, I'm not saying I was transported to the exact thing you were saying because I didn't know. Now that I know about it, like, know the subtlety that you're getting at and know what the actual song is about and who are the strangers on the train. Now I can actually visualize it. I was visualizing people like the Alfred Hitchcock. I went right into black and white, thinking about the two guys on the train. But now I know there's more people.
Right, and that's why, like, I started to sing it as kind of a placeholder, right? And then it was like, then we brought in my friend Holly James, who's the woman who's phenomenally talented, beautiful inside and out. She was the woman that was
in the video
in Marissa.
Yeah.
And she's got this ridiculous voice, and she came in to sing. I said, yeah. It'll be you and the guys probably in South Africa. We haven't figured it out yet. And she said, no, you're starting the song. Sorry. I said, why? No, you're starting the song. Sorry. And you'll be on the chorus. They said, okay, so now we have a male character, a female character, and then both of the Sampson brothers who were going to, happy to announce here that we're signing probably next week to WFO Music with their label, Revelation Beats. But both of the Sampson brothers are singing on it. So there's 4 lead singers on this song, and then more people than that even in the South African soul choir, as we're now calling them. So in absolute genuflecting towards the Temptations in every way, shape, and form, there are 4 lead singers on this song.
Now, Mitchell, when I was checking out, we've had you on multiple times already talking about the World Funk Orchestra. It seems to me like the every single that you guys put out tells a story. And it seems to me like, because you have like you were talking about Broadway star Holly James on the album. You have the two. You have Josh Sampson, Maddie Sampson that you were just talking about, who are getting signed and everything else. It seems like to me, it feels like that there is possibly like a Broadway show in the future for this, because it's like the songs are coming out every 5 minutes. We got the material. We got a story. Did you ever think about maybe making this, besides a movie, making it into a Broadway show where you could have all the theatrics and all the storytelling ability in your, the presentation?
Well, thank you, sir, and you are reading my mind. All of the songs are part of a narrative. It's just turning out that way from different characters, and let's come back 6 conversations from now, and I think we're going to be going down that path, because my intention is to work with a brilliant gentleman who I shall not reveal his name at the moment, but I work with a lot on Broadway, and we work with him a lot with stuff on Broadway, and he and I will be I'm going to be writing a book for the song and the story, and then we're going to see where we go. So come back and talk to us in 6 months, but it's something that's on my mind. Yeah. It's like natural.
If we're the hand clappers in one of the songs, are we on Broadway too? Because I need Billy to be on Broadway.
Yeah, he'll be in the orchestra.
Opening night.
Opening? No. Get.
And can we do Can I? I'm sorry. I'm so excited speaking to you guys. I keep interrupting you. Sorry, but we have to do a special shout out. Speaking of Broadway, my friend Katie Kresick, who I first met when we were working on the campaign for Moulin Rouge, and she was one of the premier musicians on it, and arranging and producing and what have you, and writing. Katie, and then she's also the first violinist for Trey Anastasio's Rescue Squad, and I worked with her with Trey during COVID when he was at the Beacon, right? Mm-hmm. And so I asked Katie, hey, Katie, I got this little music project. Might you be interested? And she's so kind. She responded right away, and she helped us produce this song along with my partner, Mike Ratty. And not only did she play all the strings, not only did she end up recording the strings because our engineer got COVID, she brought in the brilliant cellist that came with her. Katie Kresick is just one of the greatest musicians out there. She's played with everyone in the world, and she's just one of the best people. So she's producing on this with us and, arranged all the strings, and she'll be on another couple of songs going down in the future. So I just really want to give a shout out to her. another member of the Broadway community.
Well, hi, Katie Kresick. How are you? How you doing? There's a shout-out from the Ham Radio Show as well. Might not mean as much. I mean, Mitchell Stewart, of course, it means a little bit more of. Because if you notice, everyone that Mitchell... I don't think Mitchell knows, like, the guy who bags his groceries at Stop and Shop. But he knows, like, concert violinists. He knows people from South Africa with choirs. And he knows... He's a mover and a shaker, folks, so he's not screwing around. The World Funk Orchestra is bringing only the best.
That's it.
Out. Only the best, and not screwing around.
When you hear the music, you know it's the best.
Exactly. Yeah. We're not. He's not. It's not a guy with a harmonica coming out going. Me. It's not that. It's the best.
You guys are amazing, and I really can't wait to meet everyone in person. Also,
right?
And definitely bring your hand claps, shakers, and what have you, because we're gonna have a ball when we get together.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
So cool.
I can't wait because we could talk. We're gonna talk some serious music, Mitchell.
Damn right.
So listen.
Oh my God, yeah.
So listen. I'm gonna run this by you real quick.
Oh God, we didn't get the deal yet.
All right, we're gonna talk to Temptations real quick now. You stop me because I'm gonna tell you. After Ollie Woodson, I didn't care who was there because said they were no longer Temptations to me. Okay. So we started out with Eldrin Bryant. Was the first five was Eldrin Bryant, Eddie Kendricks, Melvin Franklin, Otis Williams, and Paul Williams. Right? Eldridge left, and David Ruffin came in.
David Ruffin, genuflect when you say that name.
Yeah, David. That's my man.
Bow down,
because the bottom line, the highlight of my life was meeting the Temptations when they were being inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Cool.
That was the highlight of my life.
No way.
When I met David Ruffin, it was the first time I was ever speechless when I met someone.
That'll be something.
Yeah.
Only when I was ever speechless.
Yeah, because Ricky doesn't shut the fuck up.
I don't. That's right. And so now David's there. So you got David, Paul, Otis, Melvin, and Eddie, right? Then David leaves. Or they kick him out, whatever you want to call it. Dennis Edwards comes in. Amazing singer. Powerful. Comes in, gives them their first Grammy. Cloud 9, whatever, right? Okay.
Yep.
Now, Eddie and Paul. Paul gets sick, Eddie leaves, right? You bring in Richard Street and Damon Harris. Then Damon leaves, and you bring in Glenn Leonard, who had an amazing voice. He don't get enough credit. And then after Glenn Leonard left and Dennis left, then you brought in Ollie and Tyson. Ron Tyson was his name. Ron Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Ron Tyson. So after
Mike
that,
Tyson's
I didn't care.
uncle.
Yeah, Mike Tyson's little brother Ron.
Yeah, after that, I didn't care.
I gotta tell you, that's amazing that you can remember all that shit.
Oh yeah,
you know
the Temptations.
I have trouble remembering my wife's name.
The Temptations and the Jackson 5 were the greatest groups to me ever.
Oh, yeah,
that was.
Yeah.
Well, now that you just took Mitchell on fucking Rock and Roll Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to get up with Mitchell because we're gonna talk some serious music, man.
Okay. You're gonna pick his brain
because I know he know his stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to pick each other's brain. I can't spare it, but you can pick at it.
Shout out to worthy of a genuflection is my partner, Michael Ratty, who when he was like, I think he was 14 or 15, he got dragged in to play on Let's Lock the Door and Throw Away the Key.
Nice.
Jay and the Americans. Then that band that formed was called Steely Dan. He was asked to join that band. He then won a Grammy with Hot Hero Sandwich. He then played with another Broadway star, Rex Smith, when Rex started, and they're friends to this day. He's done so well that he's now a farmer. I mean, he does sessions and what have you, right? But he's now a farmer in New Jersey, raising animals and not having to do much more than just play music. So I will throw him into the mix for you, brother, and you're going to have a blast because between all of us, we've probably met most and worked with. So I can't. That's going to be a hell of a conversation.
We got to bring it back, man. We got to do something with the music, man. It's hurting right now, and we got to do something, man.
I will tell you something. I make you a promise. We have some surprises coming up for next year that we're going to do. We're doing this methodical, and it's all about music first. Right? We're putting out music first, We haven't really gotten into the visual side the way we're going to, and we haven't gotten into the streaming side of doing simulcasts here in Africa the way we will. And there's a lot coming, and it's all just going to be about the music. I mean, this is it. You know, this is the chapter I'm riding out on it.
This is the World Funk Orchestra. That's what it is.
Yo, I'm really into the orchestra.
I said this is the World Funk Orchestra. That's what it is.
That's right.
Yeah. By the way,
it is, brother.
By the way, I just want to throw in. I want to throw in that I hung out with Barry Manilow.
You did
on Tuesday, just because he was throwing out the Temptations and shit. I didn't get to do that, so I hung out with Barry Manilow.
Hey, man, you're great.
Yeah, Copacabana, Barry Manilow.
He was an amazing
songwriter. And every commercial ever done in the 70s.
Damn right.
Absolutely.
A lot of people, I tell them that, they're shocked.
So I was once at a wedding for a very, 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 legendary music person, and Barry Manilow was the band, and he came out at the Waldorf Astoria, full-on orchestra, and said, "You've now reduced me to doing weddings, but I would only do it for two." And you know what? When you're Barry Manilow, you don't know how not to do 110%.
Damn right.
Because he did the wedding. He just does it. I remember I once saw Elton John do a charity concert in front of maybe 200 people, right, for a TV convention. And he was doing it for charity. He played over 2 hours and, just gave out everything he had. Because that's what you do when you do this, right?
Yeah, well, those kind of guys, they don't know any other way. It's just, I told you that Jackie Wilson story about Jackie Wilson performing for 20 people, killed him.
Right.
Yeah.
You told me, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's all he could do. He could only do it that way. It's his thing.
But I could tell you
that's what makes...
I could tell you the greatest thing...
That's what makes legend... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying, to me, the greatest thing is to actually watch them rehearse. When you watch these artists rehearse, it's better than the concert.
Yeah.
Watching them rehearse. It's amazing what they do and how well they know the music and everything. The slightest thing is off. They're going to tell you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so
I'm getting the snippet, the scissors.
Yes, we're telling Rick. See how when you get Ricky excited, he doesn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This is my point. So when you get him up, when we get into the studio, he's going to be like, "Let me tell you the time I punched all the pips."
Yeah. I do have some stories about
I know. Save them for when we meet up with Mitchell.
I'll save it.
And everybody else in the World Funk Orchestra, because we're going to be hand clapping while you're talking. That's what's going to happen.
I'm going to be singing too.
Yeah, I'll see it when it happens, sir.
Mitchell, leave a part for me to sing a little bit. I do a little something.
Yes, you'll sing with the violinist.
Yeah.
Mitchell, I can't tell you enough. First off, thank you, by the way, for the opportunity you're going to give us all, which is a huge thing. Thank you very much for that.
Appreciate it.
I can't tell you how much we're excited about the World Funk Orchestra, because I'll tell you one thing. I feel that the World Funk Orchestra is going to be this big thing, this big entity that's going to sweep the nation, right? And we're getting in on the ground floor, Billy, and we don't have any talent.
Well,
how great is that? I can do this.
You don't have any time.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up. Oh, Mr. Sing Song.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, look.
I gotta say, Eddie's good on the conga drum.
I am good.
All right, then he's good. Yeah.
I've said this to you off the air. I love that this is always like a family dinner and everyone's fighting for space.
Damn right.
But here's what I want to say to you. You guys are revolutionary. You're doing your own thing. You're doing punk rock radio. I've said this to you before. You're doing who you are. And, I know you're doing it for the love and for the belief and the art form. And,
thank you.
You can make all the self-deprecating jokes you want, but you're doing it righteous. I'm sitting up. I'm going to be working till 4 o'clock in the morning as per usual, but I kind of have to stop in and see if you'll have room for me every time we do a single, because you guys have so much love that you put out, and you've been sharing it with me, and I just want to pay it back to you guys. And
absolutely,
that's why the invitation. You're amazing. have so much love for you guys from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, bro.
Mitchell,
Same
you
here.
know for a fact that you have an open invitation. The World Funk Orchestra has an open invitation. And you can sit there and you can sit with Ricky and you can talk Temptations all day long. Whatever keeps you awake, whatever keeps you in, whatever keeps you coming back to our show, that's what we want to do. And thank you for the compliments, and back at you, sir. Back at you.
And I'm going to reach out to you on Instagram.
Much love. And everyone, World Funk Orchestra on all platforms, global. Music video coming out next Wednesday. Lyric video out now on all platforms. So check it out. And, we appreciate the support and the love.
Damn right. Go to worldfunkorchestra.com for more information. That's World Funk Orchestra, all one word, .com. Okay? Get off your asses. All right? Don't just clap your hands. All right? Get off your asses. worldfunkorchestra.com. Thank you, Mitchell.
Love you, bros.
Love you,
brother.
Take
Right
care
back
now.
at you.
Bye-bye, brother.
Take it easy. Peace.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mitchell Stuart from the World Funk Orchestra, and probably that man has done more like on a sick day than we have done in our careers. I've seen that man come into business meetings all rocked up, wearing the leather jacket, the bandana. He is business punk. Whatever that terminology would be, because exactly like he was saying, we're doing punk rock radio. He's doing fucking punk rock everything. He is literally, it's amazing to see him take on Fortune 500 companies and say, no, this is what you need to be doing, and let me show you. And it is an amazing feat. So kudos to the one and only Mitchell Stuart, and of course Michael Ratty, who is not feeling well at this time. We do have to go to break because Billy's giving me the high sign, because we do have waiting in the wings, the Nova Scotia know-it-all, the one and only Frankie McDonald, and I don't want to piss him off, because when you piss him off, you got to hear him. It's more than Ricky telling the Temptation story. It just keeps going. 718-577-1389. We'll be right back after these.
It's like a glazed ham.
Right in your mouth.